Jimmy Fallon 5 times.
5 times, Jimmy Fallon. I started counting the money before it came. It's like they come see the lions, they come see the elephants. Those are your George Clooney's, your Charlize Theron, all of that. But eventually, they go over here with those little silly monkeys who are wilding out in the back. San Francisco, I hit the wall. I didn't know I was going through it. I was just like, oh, okay, it's part of life because I'm a pretty positive dude. I was frustrated. Yeah. I didn't call you. I didn't call my wife. I was just having a moment. And
how long ago was this?
This is gonna be
what has been the key, because there's a lot of ups and downs.
Yes.
And I've been there for you for a lot of downs.
Yes.
And I'm here for your ups.
Yeah.
What was the most down part of your career where you had to dig out and be like, it feels like it's not gonna happen, but I gotta keep pushing? What point was that in your career?
Point in that career, 2019, we sell a show. We go into the room, we pitch a show. Modern day, we're gonna do the modern day King of Queens. It's the story about me and my wife. Sitcom, Fox is all on board. Boom, we're all ready. We make it past the script. Second script gets approved on the second redraft. Second draft approved. Oh wow, that's amazing. You know, usually you have to write more drafts. We're almost there. We're now going into casting. Who's going to be my wife? Who's going to be the name of the show? It's all set up and everything. 2020 gets hit. Everything gets taken away. Things open up. We go back to Fox. They're like, we can't make it. It's a multi-cam. We're only doing single cam because it's a smaller crew. And then see if you can rewrite it as single cam. We take our shot at it. They're like, as a matter of fact, we don't want to do it, because the people who bought this script are no longer here.
Yeah, they don't want to take up anything.
And that's some inside baseball with the industry. No one wants to take over the last person who was in that department.
They want a clean house.
They want to. So they clean, everything goes away. I didn't know I was going through it. I was just like, oh, okay, it's part of life because I'm a pretty positive dude. And then it was kind of like my whole career was dig yourself out of that emotionally. And then, because you're at a point where for someone like me, it's like, man, I'm about to change my whole family's life. And my family's not that big. So it's like, I could really.
You started counting the money before the money came.
I started counting the money before it came, in the sense of, or not, the money, but I wasn't even thinking about money. I was just like, man, I'm going to get my mom like a house with some white servants. It was great.
With some white ones,
White ones, yeah.
Maybe some monkeys in the back.
Yeah. No, none of that. See, I'm not agreeing with that. My monkey reference is about how we're all silly.
Okay, I got you.
All comedians are monkeys, all of them. White ones, black ones, racist ones. There's a lot of racist ones.
There's a lot of
I thought they were our friends, and all of a sudden they become racist comics. I don't know.
Unless you attack another comic, then all monkeys are monkeys.
All the monkeys. They form like Voltron. Anyway, that was the lowest part. Lowest part of also like simple stuff like you with the Tonight Show. You're like, I've never been able to do late night anywhere. And then,
but that's not a low point in my life. Though.
It's not a low point, but with me, a reference to that, because you talked me out of this, where like none of the clubs were really wanting to touch me and invest me, because then we switched on over from, hey, let's help this guy. This guy's funny. Let's help him build, to the club model became, how many followers do you have? Where before it wasn't about the followers.
Because TikTokers were selling out clubs, but they would bring in comedians to open up for them and do all the time. And then the TikToker would come out and dance for 15 minutes or do what they do.
And he'll take home,
he'll take home all the money.
Yeah. All the money. And then the us as an opening act, I would get like 150, 200 bucks max.
And that was a lot because they knew you were handling the show.
Yes.
Because normally, like some clubs, I remember doing like $75, $100, like when you did 15 minutes. But for TikTokers at that moment,
because the TikTokers
you had to do like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah. It showed me the light of the business of like, look, man, the comedy's not it. Our things is chicken tenders and drinks. That's what we're not here for, the comedy, the business itself.
Yeah.
So that TikToker comes in and they would sell out and do meet and greets and everything. So by the time I arrived, that's why they were paying me $200 when it's really supposed to be like $50, $100 at the most. They were paying me because it's like, dude, this thing is sold out from front to back.
Yeah.
We're already, and the whole industry shifted that way to where there was no more. I came into the industry when they were still nurturing. Hey, Orlando has some type of talent. Let's help them build this.
Well,
fan
Rudy
base.
would identify with this. It's kind of like when radio back in the day, they would give you a late night spot just so you could develop.
Mm-hmm.
They would put you on from midnight to 5 a.m.
Yeah.
so you can develop, and I hate to sound old, but your chops.
Yes.
And so you could get good on the radio. Then you would have a chance to move to 10 to 2 at night, and then
Yes.
from 10 to 2 to nights. But then you're right. They took out that nurturing spot where they give an up-and-coming comic a chance.
Yeah.
No matter how funny they are, they can't do that anymore because it's the whole thing is shifted to money.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about money.
Yeah.
You know, like, go ahead, Rudy. Say what you want to say.
No, I was going to say stand-up has definitely become more like the book industry, where Harry Potter keeps the lights on, but the people who are actually great writers who are putting out amazing books and great literature, those guys get a bone thrown at them once.
Yeah.
Now, but
Great
the
reference.
reason, but the reason why the lights are on, and even though we've all had these moments, I had to open for a kid who was a TikTok star, and I left that night. I watched 5 minutes of a set. I went home. I came back the next night. The manager goes, "You got to do 40 tonight." And I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because the dude last night who was supposed to do 45 did 20, did 10 minutes of Q&A, and then got off the stage. So we got to fill time because, as you said, we got to sell chicken wings. Yeah, nothing. So I was like, oh, okay. So it sucks, but I did 5 sold out shows with this kid. So I appreciate the fact that I sold some merch afterwards, and that was great. But it sucks that they are the ones that are getting all of the credit.
But the one thing I will say, they don't stick around.
No.
So real comedians, even though it takes longer, I feel like we're going through a shift in our industry where comedians, storytelling, family, and then you got your one-liner comics. I feel like it's going heavy comedian again, where because more comedians are selling out and selling the tickets that need to be sold.
Oh, because we all locked in, including me, and this is where you come into play, where like we talked a couple of times. I was like, man, that these so-and-so doesn't give me a shot to come into his club, not even on an off night. An off night, for people who don't know, it's like a random Wednesday night, and you come in and, you know, they pay you the very minimum, but if you sell out that night, you can make some good money. And Michael talked me through that dark period of me where it was like, dude, no one's like messing with me. But also, it's on me also. My social media isn't popping. I'm not doing anything. I'm not putting up clips. Most of my social media was me sharing all my friends. That was my way of cheating social media. But all our community, all us little monkeys, all us comedian monkeys, all of us, right? I'll stick with my same reference, decided to like, hey, let's pick up these phones and start doing it. And let's start doing more podcasts, and let's start clipping, and let's start doing this. Boom, we all start.
And then you kind of negate you're always going to have one that pops up, like a TikToker or Instagram person. Yeah. But in the long run, you know, they're not going to hold out. They may be hot for 2 years.
Yes.
Where a real comedian's going to be around.
Yes.
And that's my whole thing forever. And that's my whole thing was telling you, you gotta go through these ups and downs. Like still, we'll go to weekends. Rudy's been with it. My ticket sales aren't great.
Yes.
You know, whether like we went to Columbus and it did sell well. I mean, like over 800, but I expect to do a lot more because the last time I did 800, but Ohio State was playing on Saturday.
Yes.
Their football team.
Yeah.
So there's and then like this one in Kansas City.
Yes.
By the way, Kansas City, go there. I've never sold well in Kansas. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And it's just the way the market is for you. You know, it's kind of like I was talking to some big comedians. And when I say big comedians, theater comedians. They'll go some places and can't even sell out clubs, but they're a theater comedian. Just some locations are not going to do well for you. Yeah. My thing is, for clubs, don't put a comic in a last-minute position where they're filling in. And I talked to another comedian about this. And then they blame you when it's not a good weekend, but you just called me a week ago.
Yes.
Like it needs to be, because what happens is they forget you did it in a week's notice. Then the next year when your agent calls, hey, you remember he did, and then they look up your numbers, well, he didn't sell well. They totally forget.
Yeah, he was helping you out.
He was helping you out. And they totally forget about, you only had a week to promote. You know, so that's the only thing that I used to get in trouble like that all the time because I was the filling guy. You know, you're probably going through that now. You're the guy, if somebody drops out, they call you.
Yes.
And you fill in.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing, but you're always...
But there's a certain side of them that goes, well, I believe in them.
And they know you're going to put on a good show.
Yeah.
But the problem is the ticket sales are never there.
They're never there.
And I was that guy probably like 6-7 years ago. Ticket sales were never there. And it's so depressing as a comic.
Yes.
Even though it's only a week promotion, to know nobody's going to be there.
Yeah.
You know, that's
but
when
I've
you work
learned
on
how
the craft.
to zoom out though.
You work on the craft.
I just did the Houston Punchline. So beautiful, man. Such a beautiful club. You're gonna actually play upstairs at the House of Blues. I saw that coming up. But I was averaging around 60 people.
Yeah. But
I'm filling in. It's the weekend right after New Year's. I'm filling in, and dude, it's beautiful. I've zoomed out now because not all 60 people are free comp tickets.
Yeah.
Some of those people bought tickets because they saw me. They saw that I was coming to town. I put it up on my social media and stuff, and they bought tickets and they hung out and they said hello to me, and it's like,
it's a win, man.
yeah, it's a win. And I tell them, hey guys, I know that this isn't a sold out room, but thank you so much because you're catching me on the way up. If we all zoom out, I'm still ticking up. I'm not ticking down.
Let me tell you something. I used to, when I didn't sell out a room or the room was half packed,
yes,
I used to apologize to customers.
Yes.
And it was actually a person that was my feature, or like I didn't know him, but he was a feature.
Yeah.
And he was just hanging around listening. And a guy I don't even know dropped the best piece of advice to me. He goes, "Why are you apologizing?" He goes, "They just think they saw the best show ever, and you're telling them that wasn't a good show."
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of the people or because of this.
Yes. Yes.
I go, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
That's like telling
That's
a person
so
that
good,
bought
yeah.
some new shoes that you just sold it to him. You're going, "Those shoes are horrible."
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
like he goes, "These people are so excited to meet you," and you're like, "Oh, that was a bad show."
I've learned to
because we judge ourselves so hard.
Yeah, we judge ourselves. I've learned to now. I just say, "Oh, this was so special because this is so intimate."
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I probably wouldn't have said if this was a packed room. I kind of would have just.
But see, I was told never even to mention that
No.
because they don't know that
Yeah.
it's supposed to be packed.
Yeah.
Like, because we're so egotistical.
Yeah.
We think they really care if there's a lot of people there or not.
Yeah.
They just care. They're like us. They just care about themselves.
Yes.
As long as they're there, that's all they care about. They don't care how many people
They
there.
have a good time. They get to go home. They laugh together. That was good.
Yeah.
I
So
concur.
you dug yourself out of that. What's been the high point so far?
High point is that I have a career. I hit the wall in San Francisco. San Francisco, I hit the wall. You could say
Hit the wall. What's that mean?
I was frustrated.
Yeah.
I didn't call you. I didn't call my wife. I was just having a moment. And
How
now
long ago was this?
This is gonna be. It has to be May 25th, 2024 was my birthday.
Yeah.
And Molly, the great Molly, she put me at the Punchline in San Francisco. And again, I just wasn't feeling like, man, like enough people were coming out.
Yeah. I get you.
I'm letting people down, and it's just me. It's
And by people, you mean the booker, you mean the waitresses, everybody
yeah,
working.
because
No,
you
I
want
get it.
people to get their tips. You want,
Yeah.
it's a whole show, and I was hitting the wall, and this is a spiritual moment. I'm hitting the wall, like, what am I doing, and everything, and however you want to judge me, it's okay, because I don't care how people judge me. But what I'm here to say is that I heard a voice. And that voice came from my creator, and it said, "What are you complaining about? I gave you exactly what you asked for." And it's in that second when I heard that, I zoomed out on my life, and I make a living doing stand-up. I don't drive Uber. Nothing wrong with driving Uber. I don't have, because I did all those.
You did drive Uber.
I worked at Delta, throwing bags at night so that I could get free flights for my wife to be able to come and see me from Miami while I was living in LA. Like, I had to do all that. And now it's like, dude, I have a roof over my head. My wife is okay. I can buy food. I can buy myself a pair of sneakers. I can give my mother money if she needs it. All on stand-up, man. And it's like, I was just like, because I heard it, I gave you exactly what you wanted for. And when I stopped that, I walked away from a great career as a satellite engineer, for CBS News. I was that, man, if I could just make the same money I make now and make people laugh and travel the country, that's successful to me. And that's exactly where I am. I'm actually making more money than I did as a satellite engineer.
We had Dean Del Rey in here.
Yes.
And me, you know me. You've known me since I started stand-up. I've always been so driven.
Yes.
Always, what's next? What's next?
Yes.
And I asked him a pointed question. I go, you're 58. Do you still see the dreams of selling out arenas, selling out theaters? And he goes, I'm happy where I am. He goes, I'm doing exactly what you said. I'm doing stand-up.
Yes.
That's my career. If I could buy off my condo and just do the Comedy Store every night, I'm happy. And then it kind of hit me because I'm so driven to be, what's next? I do enjoy the moment. Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy the moment.
Yeah, you're really good.
But the mentality of that, just the comfort in knowing I've succeeded. This is what I do.
I'm glad we're having this conversation now because on the way here, I was on the phone with my girlfriend who still lives back in Minnesota.
Yes.
And I was explaining the next month, like what we have going on and what I'll be doing. I'll be in LA. Your special's coming out. And she goes, well, look at you. Look at you living that dream, living that life. That I was like, yeah, but why is it so hard? Like since Sunday night, I've been doing nothing but working. I feel like I have so much anxiety built up. I'm just working. Like I get that we're having this amazing time and we're traveling, we're doing all these things, we're doing stand-up. And then she goes, well, yeah, if it was easy, this wouldn't be the life. I was like, yeah, you're right.
Everybody
Yeah, you're right.
would do it.
Yeah,
Everybody
you're
would
right.
do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Because
So,
what makes it easy is that you have to love it. And that's what makes it easy.
yeah.
What makes it hard that time is that we wanna do so much more.
Yeah.
This is for me. I want to do so much more with it. And yes, I see myself in theaters and I see myself, I remember telling my good buddy Forrest Shaw, you guys used to do the podcast together during the season. I used to say, man, I want to play theaters. And at the time when I told him, it was probably about 11 comics. You could count them that were doing theaters. I was like, man, I want to be a theater comic. I want to do theaters. And Forrest said, I don't know, man. It's like, that's very hard to become a theater comic, we have a few theater comic friends in our lives. And then he goes, it's probably about 11. And I was confidently, I'll be 12, And now we've gone that I can't count how many comics are doing
so
theater.
many.
Because we're dialed in.
Yeah.
We're dialed in, man.
And I think
so
comedy
that's where
is so
that
big
comes
today.
from.
Yeah.
I want to do more. And it's about being of service and making people laugh. But there's also that side where I get to take care of my mother better and I get to take care of my wife better. And it's like all these other things,
I get reminded a lot living in Vegas because I see different people and big comedians come in all the time. Yeah. And like, it's so, I'll put it to this. I used to work at E. And when I worked in Miami on radio, I used to see Ryan Seacrest on American Idol and go, wow, that's so hard to achieve. Then I got hired at E, and my radio studio was right next to his.
Yes.
And I would see him pass me every single day. And I go, oh, he's just a normal guy. It's
tangible.
almost this clarity
It's
of like,
tangible.
it's tangible. He says hi to me every morning.
Yeah.
If he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
I just found out hosting wasn't the thing I loved. Like, he loves hosting. And then opening up for Joe Coy. Well, he started my career going out on tour. And this is when he was not even selling out clubs, all the clubs. You know what I mean? This is like 11 years ago. He really taught me how to do comedy. Yeah. And I was in Coffee Bean the other day, and I'm stretching, because I'm trying to be, my New Year's Eve resolution is to be more flexible. So I'm doing this little squat.
Your age, it's not your.
I'm doing the kimchi squat, they call it. In Korean, where you squat down.
Yeah. It's
and
your age.
I feel,
but say it's your age.
No, it's not. No,
age.
I'm just trying to
It's
be more
all
flexible.
More.
Look here, monkey.
Yeah.
Hey, monkey. Hey, monkey.
Comedian monkey.
Comedian monkey. Hey,
Yeah. So I'm the same way. I'm trying to be more flexible
why
too.
you trying?
Because of my age.
Why you trying?
Because of my age, I need to be.
No.
Because I want to be. Yeah. So you were eating kimchi?
No, I wasn't.
Just
I was
move on. Just
Coffee Bean.
Yes.
And I was doing my stretches.
Look great, by the way. Your hair looks great.
Thank you.
So, man, there was a time that you were looking rough.
Dude, let me tell you. See, you're diverting the story. We'll get back to that story. Put a pin in it. This is hilarious. I'm about to tell you my story. So I'm doing my stretches in Coffee Bean, a very weird place.
Older gentleman, though.
I feel like I'm in a squat, and a guy puts his hand on my shoulders. This is like last week. I forgot to tell you this. And I turn around. It's Joe Coy. He goes, "What the are you doing?"
He should be doing it too.
He's like 6 weeks away from doing them as well.
He's probably doing it now.
Yeah, can I get the app for that?
So we exchange hugs.
By the way, hold on. Joe Coy, they did you wrong, bro. They gave you too little time to host the Golden Globes. You were amazing. Globes, whatever it's called.
Why'd you call it globes?
I don't think I'm a host, but whatever.
Golden Gloves?
Listen, because
that's boxing.
It's more boxing. Listen, bud, you did great. Thank you for all that you've shown us how to do. Yeah, I love them. You've taught us how to play this game. Even that setup, even from that set, they set you up, bro. They gave you a week. They gave you a week.
They did set them up.
But let's be honest, you thought that they all knew you. Sorry, guy. You're the monkey. You're in the back with us.
Okay, I don't have anything to do with that comment, Joe. But
love you, buddy.
I was in this thing, and I turn around. We explain pleasantries and all that stuff, and I go, "This dude just made $30 million doing stand-up, and he's standing right next to me, and he knows me. Why can't I get there?" It just reaffirms everything I'm pushing for.
Yeah.
So I hear Dean. I'm like, "Oh man, I feel great about where I am." But then I see Joe, like, yo, I can achieve that too.
Yeah.
And I will achieve that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Like, I don't care how old I am, but I would never lose that. We've been around comics, all of us, that are older, even older than me, and they're satisfied. And I'm talking about satisfied doing local clubs here in Vegas. And I'm like, I never could be that person where I just gave up.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
they didn't give up. It's just that's how long their journey is, and you have a journey inside of you.
But I could be 80 years old, and if I'm not selling out arenas, I'll be like, next year, I'll be selling. I don't know. I just have this.
Rodney
I don't know, man. I just
keep that example of Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah,
like that was it, man. He clicked.
Dude, Morgan
after 50 is when he clicked.
Morgan Freeman didn't click till 50.
Morgan did stand up.
Yeah. No.
Are you comparing lions to monkeys?
Why
again?
are you trying to?
I don't like that.
Why are you trying to one up?
Because Morgan Freeman could
he
get
started
surgery,
acting at
but you
50.
understand he could get all that stuff lasered off, and he still keeps it. Yeah, it bothers me.
But no, he should keep it.
Well,
that's a birthmark. Why would you want to get rid of something
they keep on multiplying.
If you take it off, people might not recognize them.
Get a coupon, bro.
Okay, Orlando. What do you want to promote?
Snack Daddy.
Yes.
Yeah, Snack Daddy, January 28th. Yeah. Michael Yo special.
It's this week. Yeah. It's coming out this week. That's when your podcast is on. This week, January 28th.
Yeah.
Snack Daddy. Yes. All you people, Snack Daddy. Now, I got very humble goals. My last special, I never thought, on YouTube. It did 2,700 views this first day. I just want to beat that. Yeah. I just want to beat that. And get
1 million views. What? Is that too much?
No, it's great if I get that. But I just want to, like, a lot of people, and I got somebody we just talked to.
Yes.
To me, his special did great.
Yes.
But he's looking at other people's lanes going, oh, a person did 1 million, a person did 2 million. I go, you got 250,000 views in 4 months?
Yes.
That's great, bro. And it's only going to grow.
It's only going to grow.
Like, you got to stay in your lane and stop looking at other people's lanes.
Stop comparing your life. It's your journey, not theirs. Bro.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, Dr. Phil. I'm in the makeup chair or the haircut chair. I know I've got none on top, but I got quite a bit between the legs. TMI, HPV, HBO. Michael Yo is a good friend of mine. He's Asian, he's black, and it's good to have a friend with two different ethnicities going on. But he's also funny. He's not just a guy that with an ambiguous face. He's also got a heart that beats inside of him and a wiener between his legs that's full of blood and also passion. So what I mean by that is his comedy special, Snack Daddy, comes out. Okay, somebody just burned a Pop-Tart on an ironing board, but that's not about them. It's about Michael Yo. MichaelYo.com is the website to go to watch his special, Snack Daddy, which comes out January 28th. And depending on when you're watching this promo, the video could be out already. So if you haven't watched his special, watch it, put it in the queue, put the kids in the closet, and shave your head, your back, your pussy, and your crack. We'll be right back. Snack Daddy.
Jimmy Fallon 5 times.
5 times. Jimmy Fallon. Great guy. Jimmy Fallon, good guy.
Good guy.
Yeah.
What's the extent of your conversations?
With what do you mean? That's
Like, does he
under
just
too
come by and say,
intellectual.
"Hey, what's up?" Or is there like a real conversation when you're with?
No,
because I've never been invited to
Yeah.
the Jimmy Fallon show. I've never had a late night set, but that's fine. I'm
When
not
I do
bitter
it
about
again, you could come as a guest. I've just
Oh,
never.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are driving his Tesla.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get to bring people now.
Really?
I pass that.
So I can be your guest on a late night show?
Yeah, you
Oh
can
my
come,
God! So I
man.
actually can
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like, I'm there,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
performing,
yeah.
but I'm there. So
Yeah.
all you late night bookers,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it without
you. Can come with me. It's nice, and you do the polying right there.
And I'm not mad
You're
that
the same height, you and Jimmy. He might be a little bit taller. Super tall guy, man.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know it. He does this great thing where he talks to you and he leans back so you're kind of like eye to eye. And he's like, he won me over. That guy right now won me over. Because last time I was there, you and I are family guys. We love it. I was in the dressing room already.
with Vanessa.
Vanessa was outside in the hallway. He had just finished coming in from his house. No handlers, no nothing. He's in his sweats. He's just walking down the hallway, and he goes, Vanessa. And I was like, he remembers my wife's name.
That's great.
I was just like, won me over.
Let me tell you, since I've never been on a late night show, and I'm not mad that you have.
But
5 times.
after Snack Daddy drops, please.
I don't know. No, you know what? I don't want to be on. No, I don't want to be on late. I'm gonna be that egotistical.
Well, if you keep saying you don't want to be there, then you won't.
Well, yeah, because they haven't invited me. But now, when Snack Daddy, I don't want to be on the show.
Yeah, you want to be invited.
No, I don't.
I feel that you're. Gonna
No,
be
I
invited.
don't.
Yeah,
I don't. I'll do. I'll do.
Okay.
I do.
Well, we
no,
shouldn't
I
be
don't.
having
No.
this conversation.
If you don't want me on your show at my worst,
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I don't
After
want-
Snack Daddy, Jimmy Fallon will be doing comedy
he'll
right
be
here.
Jimmy
right
Fallon
here.
will be doing my podcast after
I
Snack
hear you.
Daddy.
He'll be. He'll be.
So
here,
let me tell you a story. I've never told you this story. I was there when Jimmy
Yes.
saw Nate Bargatze's first set. I was on it was Comedy Juice. Jimmy Fallon came in, and that was the time, 10 years ago, maybe
More.
9. No. If you go back to Nate Bargatze's first set on Fallon, I would have to guess, but it wasn't more than 10 years ago.
Because he's been doing Fallon since before Fallon had the Tonight Show. He was, because remember Fallon was like late night, something like that.
No, it was that. It was that.
Yeah.
No, it was that. Like I'm saying, it's about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing was Chris Millhouse ran Comedy Juice.
Yes.
So Fallon runs in. I'm supposed to go on after Nate,
Yes.
right? But everybody's battling to bump me so they can perform in front of Fallon.
Yes.
And I thought it was so crazy to see the amount of links comics will go to just to perform in front of a Jimmy Fallon. So what happened was I let 2 people bump me. And it wasn't even comics that were known. It's just they wanted their shot. And I was like, well, I was already on CBS. I was like, okay, well, you do your thing. So literally, Jimmy Fallon came in right before Nate Bargatze set, did the show. Nate Bargatze did a set. He watched half of somebody's set just to wait for Nate, and then they went next door and drank. And then all the comics went next door just to be around it. You know, it's so interesting to see people move around people like that.
Yes.
And I've been around very successful celebrities all the time. I interview them. But to see people move like that.
Dude, you were at a legendary picture for Netflix. It's a joke. You were like at the owner of Netflix. You were at the house. You weren't at a club. You weren't at a bar. You were at the house.
I need
with
to
your
frame
wife.
That. I need to frame that.
You
picture.
need to frame that picture.
That was that's all time.
That
great
should
photo.
be over your shoulder somewhere here.
But
there should be a dedicated camera that you just punch in.
Yeah, we'll get you the Photoshop
Hey, just in
version
case you
when I'm
don't know
behind
who
you.
I am.
Boom, that's me right there.
That's me right there.
It's crazy. What'd you think about Nikki Glazer's roast? I mean,
Great
Golden Globes.
job. Great job. She came out. She did her thing. And like what I loved about Nikki, that she came out. Some of you may not know me. I'm a comedian.
Yep.
That, to me, you know, talking about one of our friends, what was missing with my friend
The humility.
Joe Coy.
It was the humility where, hey, you might not know me.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people don't. Like, here's
Those
what's-
people travel in a different world, dude.
Dude, let me
we're in
tell-
the back. This isn't being racist. We're the monkeys, bro. We're in the back of the zoo.
Yeah.
We're not around the lions and the
Well,
elephants. and
I
everything.
take offense to monkey. I'm more like a zebra. You know,
Sounds like you're a victim to lions. Monkeys, we're in the back chilling, throwing shit on people.
Okay,
You get me? It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
but
fun.
just calling a half black dude a monkey is
Yeah.
not good.
I don't know.
You know, there's the kind of
Well, I'm calling myself that too,
No,
but it's
but
like,
that's
but I'm
fine.
not referencing.
But if you called yourself an N-word, that means
no, I wouldn't call myself that.
I know,
No,
but I don't
wouldn't.
want to be a monkey. Can you pick a different animal, please?
I'm just describing it at Hollywood as the zoo that it is.
Okay, we're the
You know,
monkeys.
Yeah, there's
do you
I got
do
that
you
reference actually from
You notice
Lorne
Rudy
Michaels.
is so quiet during
Yeah.
this conversation.
He should be. 100%. He's playing it safe.
That's
I
because,
understand.
yeah.
Rudy's a good guy.
No,
He's a good guy.
He's a
Is
good
that
guy.
what
He gets
black
it.
people and monkeys? He's just
And I'm a good guy too because I would have set him up. What do you think? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
what
didn't
do
do
you
that. I wasn't gonna do
So
that.
my
What
privilege
animal
makes me.
should I be, Rudy?
My privilege makes me a lion, so I'm good.
What animal should I don't know.
You guys are all lions in my eyes. It's okay if I say lion, right? I didn't say it with a hard R. I swear to God.
Lion.
Yeah, lion.
You're a lion.
You're bigger than a lion.
Not
bro.
a hard end,
Yeah.
just a lion.
Mufasa, that's who you are. You're
Yeah.
the biggest lion of them all.
So
That was a Lorne Michaels reference. That when when they
Oh,
come,
you don't have to
yeah,
justify
okay.
your statement.
No,
now.
no,
Now,
I'm
don't
not
backtrack.
just.
No, I
I'm
feel
just
like you're
telling the whole.
backpedaling.
No, I stand by my statement. I love it. I love my statement because it is no matter what. It's like they come see the lions, they come see the elephants. Those are your George Clooney's, your Charlize Theron,
Yep.
all of that. They come see those guys, but eventually they go over here with this little silly monkeys who are wilding out in the back, just having fun, telling jokes.
Okay, that
and
makes
they
us-
don't know us. They don't know us.
Yeah.
They don't know us till we act
They don't know what
alongside.
type of monkey it is.
Yeah,
They
okay.
just like monkeys,
Yeah.
where they're like lion,
And
tiger.
most of them are jealous of us. You know that, right?
Oh,
Once
I-
they find out who we are, they're like, how
Bro.
can you do that? Every night you just get up on stage and say stuff?
I was on the set.
And you write your own stuff? No one else is writing it?
I was on the set of Modern Family when it was the biggest. Ty Burrell and Julie Bowen,
Mm-hmm.
2 stars of the show. They knew I had a set at the Comedy Store that night.
Yeah.
They were like,
love
how
those
do you do
stories.
that? How do you get on stage? I'll go, excuse me, you're on the biggest sitcom. And they pull out their scripts and go, look, everybody writes what we do. We just act it. You're actually by yourself. Hey, what's going on? It's Michael Yo. So we got the tour going on right now. You can check me out in Toledo, Ohio next week. Then we're going to New Mexico, Albuquerque, Connecticut, and Colorado. Boulder, Colorado. We will be there. Can't wait to see you. Make sure you check out all the dates, michaelyo.com. How is Vanessa, by the way?
She's doing good. We're actually going through fires right now. I
I
don't know.
saw that in the
Yeah,
palace.
so
but you
she's-
don't live anywhere near there.
No, we are like Pasadena's on fire right now.
Is it really?
And Eagle Rock. So we already started getting warnings because I'm not gonna say where we live, but we're there. Where she's already
Wow.
packed up. She's wearing all the jewelry that we have.
You got to do that.
We put the $2,000 electric guitar that's on already in the car. All the priceless stuff.
Let me ask you, if you could take in, like, when you're in a fire,
in the fire.
what's the one thing when a fire's coming your way, your one possession? If they said you only can take one thing, what is it besides Vanessa?
Oh, I was gonna say Vanessa.
Yeah, I know how you are. That's why I
It
knew
was.
he
It
was
was.
the guitar. Or
Yeah,
pic-
because I don't have really expensive stuff, and this
you don't
is
have any sentimental
yeah,
like
yeah.
pictures.
Nah, one thing, my wife doesn't wear her wedding band, so I would be like, hey, let's get your wedding ring and stuff. Probably her wedding dress. I'm not attached to stuff. I throw stuff away all the time.
You're like my mom. My mom made me so angry the other day.
Why?
She had these videos of me playing football. I was really good at football, like a kid, like
Yes.
10 years old.
Yes.
And she goes, yeah, we're about to throw out these videos. And I go, Mom,
What
they
are you
don't even ask. Ask me if I want the videos, man.
Ah.
Like, that's something I want to show my kids.
You can
Yeah.
digitize it. You can,
Bro.
Yeah. Wow.
But they
Yeah.
don't think about that. That's not
Wow.
their, like, they're from an age where when we're kids, they have 17 pictures of me as a kid. That's
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
There's hardly any pictures on the way out. Vanessa, she hasn't left yet. She's waiting for the. But I have this kid in my future podcast that I'm about to do. I built my own section inside our home. I have a kid picture of mine, and she was like, "I'm taking your kid's picture that you taped up against the wall," and then I'm like, "Why?" And then she goes, you have no baby pictures of yourself. I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
And there is no pictures
Yeah.
of, it's interesting because I'm looking at all these pictures. There's always one parent missing because they had to take the photo.
Yes.
There's no
Yeah.
selfie. So
The
it's always,
selfies.
it's just
Oh,
you
yeah.
and it's me and my dad or me and my mom. There's no
Yeah.
family pictures of us.
We travel with,
back in time and
Right?
you're like, you invent the selfie. What?
yeah.
Dude.
We travel with my sister and brother-in-law, and then they're my niece and my daughter. So there's always 5 of us. But every picture of us at the Grand Canyon, at the Empire State Building, it's always 4 people, and it looks like
First time.
And they're like,
first
oh,
time
did you
I-
ask somebody else to take that photo? You're like, no, the guy who paid for the whole trip is the one taking the photo.
Yeah.
There was
100%.
no guy. There was
No.
no guy. Or you would go, there's a great picture my mom has of me and my brothers, and we're all lined up from shortest to tallest. And it was the youngest to the oldest. Now it's backwards. It's like the oldest, me, I'm the
Yeah.
tallest one out of all of them. But that's one of the few
Are you
pictures.
really? How tall are you?
I'm 5'8". Yeah.
You're the
Tallest?
tallest?
I didn't want to be rude because I'm also
Yeah,
very short
yeah.
too. But
Yeah. I'm 5'8". So my brothers are like, 5'6", 5'7".
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But they were like rough dudes. Like I remember
no, they still are.
Orlando has this story where they were getting in fights
Yeah,
and all. of it.
and I'm the youngest, and I'm the accident. Actually, my
Yeah.
mom's favorite accident. I'm 10 years younger than them, so that's why I never developed any of my fighting skills because I didn't have to. 'Cause they were just like,
I tell you, I think about every once in a while. Me and my wife will talk about. You want to know? And I don't. But if an accident happened, look, we would like it, of course. But that's the right thing to say. But I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
Starting again with another baby. No.
No.
I couldn't do it. I mean, I would have to do it, but it's not in my.
but I believe that what would happen with me would happen if, obviously, if it was to happen to you guys, where that one will be the wild one. That'll be the one that.
I don't know. My daughter's pretty like.
Yeah.
I tell people they know how.
That's
to,
the one that's showering by themselves. You're not really
My-
showering.
My daughter is like a beast. Like
Yeah.
a person bumped into her at the store.
Yeah.
She's like, "Watch yourself, or I'll hit you in the nuts." And I go, "Where'd you learn that?" She
Whoa.
goes, "School." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Man.
And like, she's rough, man.
Yeah.
My daughter, it's pretty amazing.
No, I was never like that. What I meant about wild, that I was just wild. I was just fun and like
Oh, okay,
no
yeah.
care in the world and everything. Because all the heat, the older one would catch it, and then all they were like, both of my brothers, they're not even a full year apart from each other. My mom had the first one, then right after she got pregnant with my second brother. So they grew up, and then one was like not good at school and everything, and then the older one, he was perfect at school. So both of them used to catch up throughout their whole lives. Oh, he's the perfect kid. You're the one that needs work. And then I came along, and it was kind of like I didn't exist. So I kind of like I just got
I
to
get
be
that.
me.
I get that.
I got to be me.
Having a second kid, like my daughter is not as sensitive as my son.
Yeah.
Because when you have your first one, you overreact to everything.
Yes.
The second one, when my daughter fell, we would look away,
Yeah.
and then she would get up and go, not even know she's hurt.
Yeah.
So now she can fall, do the exact same fall my son is,
Yes.
and my son will get feelings about it, and my daughter just jump up and go, okay. But it's how you raise your kids. It's pretty amazing.
Are you doing this thing where you look out for your boy more than for the girl?
No.
Yeah.
I try to be balanced. We're pretty balanced.
I think our generation, I don't have any kids, but I think our generation now has become, because I still witness it. Also where I live in a heavily, a lot of Armenian.
Yeah.
And like Armenian,
Are they still old school?
they're very old school, kind of like my Latino family,
Yeah.
where they're like, the boy is like the prince, and the girl's kind of like, you're
Yeah.
you're here. That's all right.
Yeah.
When you get your sweet, you get to shine at your sweet fixed 16 or 15 quinceañera. That's when you get to shine. But for now, the boy is the focus.
I think I started out leaning heavy daughter,
Yeah.
but as she's growing up, they know how to manipulate you, and
Yeah.
I don't like being manipulated. So it's turned me not against her, but I know her tricks.
Yes.
So now me and my son have gotten closer.
Yeah.
Me and my daughter's gotten closer.
Yes.
But it's very even now. Where my daughter, when she was 3 and my son was 6, he could bump into her and she would fall, right? And I would get angry about that. But now she's tough. So I don't feel bad now. Now it's an even fight.
Yeah.
You know, even though she's tiny.
Yeah. You have kids, Orlando?
No kids.
No?
kids.
Okay. So
You have brothers and sisters, right?
I do. So I have a full sister, and then I have two half brothers, half brother and a half sister that I didn't know. But I grew up with cousins that, I mean, dude, snoogies and pile drivers and wet, noogies and all that stuff. Yeah. But it's weird when your daughter is at that age where you're like, man, I just wish she would grow up just a little. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of you taking care of them. And then they get to that age. Just on the way here today, my daughter sent me her first text message with a curse word. And not like, sorry 17? About that. 17. Ooh. And I sent her a picture. She hates Cybertrucks. Despises them. So I saw one that was like a robin's egg color, and I sent her a picture, and she texted me back, what the F is wrong with that guy? And not like, she spelled it all out. And I was like, I guess we're at that point in our relationship
but
now.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, because we swear in front of her. I'm okay with that.
Okay. See, but that's a white people thing.
Yeah, but it was the first time
I don't swear a lot.
Yeah. No?
But I think that's a very white family thing, is because all my white friends cursed in front of their parents at a very young age.
Yeah.
I have never said a curse word in front of my parents to this day.
Oh, wow.
Because I feel like my dad would grab a gun and shoot me.
No way.
Oh, 100%.
I wouldn't want to disappoint my mom. In front of my mother, I never.
But kids that grew up with parents curse, like, it's very normal, because I dated a girl a long time ago, and she cursed with her family at dinner.
Yeah.
Like, there was normal conversation, like, hey, F this, F that. They were from New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Very New Jersey. And I broke up with her very soon after, because I was like, there's no way her family's going to get along with my family.
Sure.
It's just not going to happen. Because I don't want them to act like who they're not. I want them to be organic, but I know my parents would accept all these curses. Like, it was very normal. It was like, hey, this is good. You know, it's like, it's very like,
Yeah, my mom married a deadbeat, so I feel like she owes me cursing.
You own it.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm just so proud of your daughter. I just want to say this: no matter what she's achieved in life, the fact that she hates Cybertruck, she's a good kid. She's an amazing kid. She's gonna do great in life.
Yeah.
Look, man, her standards are great. Her morals are great. This kid is amazing.
Why do you hate Cybertruck?
If she needs help with college, if you need any financial assistance, and I can help, I will be there.
Well, thank you.
Hold me to it, man. That's a great kid.
All right. Do you have dates you want to promote?
No. HeyLando.com.
HeyLando.com.
Yeah. HeyLando.com.
Is that HEY?
HEY.
MONKEY? Orlando?
Oh, no. Lando.
Is that Hey Monkey Orlando?
No. That's that. Yeah, but if you go there, I'll take you to HeyLando.com because someone called me that. And don't call me when you see me on the road.
Comedian Monkey.
Don't call me.
Hey, everyone that sees Orlando, call him Comedian Monkey. He loves that.
Don't do that.
Well, that's what you said you are.
Especially if you don't have the right skin tone. You understand me? If you're missing melanin, don't fucking do that. All right.
Hey, Rudy, what type of animal does he look?
Lion. He's a lion. He's a goddamn lion.
Rudy knows it. Rudy knows it, man.
All right. Thank you for watching the Yo Show.
Yeah.
Make sure you click, subscribe, do all that good stuff. We are in February 14th and 15th. We're in New Mexico, Albuquerque, right?
Yes, I believe
That's
so.
our next gig. Make sure you're there.
Where are you guys in New Mexico?
I don't know how to say it.
Quizelas?
Oh, the casino?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Is it
Great
really?
food. Yeah, I play there.
Right
yeah,
on.
quesadillas or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
No,
That's the only casino there.
I love that you just said quesadilla, but tried to change how you said it.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like that. Cascadas? I forgot.
It's something like
it's
that.
something like that. Yeah.
But we're
It's
doing
the only comedy club in New Mexico. It's fantastic. It's a casino. It's great. Everything. It smells good. People
Do they
don't
let
smoke
people smoke in there?
I don't think so because it smelled great.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
That's on my anniversary. So my wife gave me permission to go
Yes. Oh wow. That's
to
a
make
big deal.
money and to come back and celebrate.
Yes.
So we'll be there
Yes.
February 14th and 15th.
I would tell you to take her with you. The rooms are amazing.
Are they really?
They put you in a nice suite. Yeah.
How's the area?
No. Yeah, the rooms are amazing.
It's where
There's
they
a
film
lot of
Breaking
nature.
Bad.
You could go hiking and stuff like that.
I don't
He don't
hike.
hike, dude. That's
Dude,
my domain.
You think I hike?
Yeah, no, but you do kimchi or whatever it is that you're doing for
You mean stretching?
Mobility.
It's called stretching.
Mobility.
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 You better get with it. You
Yeah,
old
no,
too.
I'm already doing it. I don't get out of bed without like doing the whole thing where I'm swinging my hips.
Yeah, because that really looks like it helps. Orlando.
It does. You do that. I stretch before getting out of bed. I don't want to break my.
Hey, Orlando.
Hey, Lando. Hey, Lando. Just follow me on social media at Hey Lando. At Hey Lando. Hey Lando. Hey Lando.
Hey, Lando.
Yeah.
Hey, Lando.
That's it.
All right. You want to promote anything, Rudy?
End of the month, I guess I'll just be out doing dates. Oh, actually, I will be in Naples, Florida, the week that you
Corolla.
this is coming out. I'll be there with Adam Carolla. I'll be there, Naples, Florida, Off the Hook. That is January 31st through February 2nd.
Yeah, it is.
And then, yeah, man, I got a couple of. I'll be back in Minneapolis, February 6th through the 8th at House of Comedy.
They're gonna give you sandals at Off the Hook.
I love that place.
They give you sandals.
Yeah.
What do you mean they give you sandals?
They give you like sandals
Yeah.
that say Off the Hook.
It's
They give you.
It's
they
like a
have-
beach bag. They
Yeah,
give you,
yeah. They give you a
really?
little
Yeah.
merch
I don't
bag.
think I
Yeah.
remember. They
give
didn't give me that.
They said you've done this. You've gotten the big deal. Yo, did you see the Golden Globes? It was $1 million.
I've been back there. I've been back there.
The go.
One of my friends actually does those. I've gone, but I didn't. I'm not.
I can't wait till you host or something.
So you can take up my bag?
Yeah, I want to.
Hey, what's up? It's Michael. Yo, my new special, Snack Daddy. Click right there, or is it over here? Or which way is it?
It'll be on your right, but that's
Right here.
But it's not the special. It's
Right.
the teaser special.
Well, one of these.
Yeah.
Put it. Do it.